Ready.
Oh, sorry. Let's make some, she does that to me all the time. Let's make some pineapple and some, I forgot, some apricot pork chops. Well, they're not really pork chops, but they're pork steaks. And you can do this with any slice of pork you want. If you want to do the little slice of pork tenderloins, pork chops, pork steaks, same recipe for all of them. All right, what we're going to do here, in our pan here, we've got 2 tablespoons of butter. To that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm just going to let that heat there just for a moment. For the 2 of us, we have our pork steaks, and we're going to salt and pepper these heavily on both sides. All right, once that gets nice and hot, we're going to set those in there. We're going to cook this probably about 4 to 5 minutes per side. We just want to make sure that the internal temperature of that gets to be about 165. All right, we have a nice crust on our pork. We're going to take those out. Now we're going to add 1 bay leaf and 1 sprig of rosemary to our mixture there. We're just going to let that cook just for a few seconds. We just kind of get some of those flavors throughout our butter and our olive oil. All right, now here's the smells so good. All right, here's the dangerous part. We're going to do 1 can. Actually, let's go ahead and do 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Mix that in with that just a little bit. Going to start that caramelization. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I mean, really, smells really amazing. Now we're going to add 1 can, which is going to be about 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple. And we're going to add a 15-ounce can of apricot halves. And you want juice and all in both of these. We're just going to mix that in together there just for a second. All right, it's beginning to bubble there. So we're going to take 1/3 cup of cornstarch. We're going to add it to 1/2 cup of water. We're going to make a nice little slurry. And a mess all over the counter. So I believe we're spoon, I better mix over this. Alright, slowly add that to our sauce. This is going to help our sauce thicken up just a little bit. We'll cook this maybe for another couple of minutes so that way it has a chance to thicken up. That thickening up after about 30 seconds. So I was just a little bit off on that time period. To that, we're now going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and 1/8 cup of heavy whipping cream. We'll let that butter melt there. Now I've got my heat on a low. If you're electric stove, probably about a 2. So all mixed in there really well. Now while it's melting, I'm going to go ahead and take my pork chops. Put my pork chops back in there. Whoa, look at that. I'm also going to put all those beautiful juices back in there as well. We're going to put a lid on it. And we're going to cook it a good 5, 10, up to 15 minutes. Alright, we'll give that just a little bit time. Look at that, that looks delicious, doesn't it? We're going to search in there for those pork chops. I'm going to grab one and I'm going to stick it on my plate here. It smells amazing. Try to turn that heat off. Give a little bit of that sauce, along with a couple of these little apricots. Anyway, delicious recipe. Take a moment and give it a try.